Billionaire thoughts, billionaire dreams. I know niggas who played ball and gave it up for lean.
Millionaire thoughts, billionaire dreams, but my account in overdraft, I'm about to scream.
Rich man greed,
A poor man prayers,
every man bleeds.
but look how God made us.
Too many losses, it's only right that we win. Yeah, I made a promise I'm never gonna lose again.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy SL550, and this is the N.G.L.A. Live YouTube channel. Bye. Yo, listen, man, I've been gone for 2 days because I've been tired of shit. I ain't even lie, I've been having a lot going on. But I had to get back in here because there's been a lot going on, and I like to keep you updated. But before we start, man, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Not because, the channel is dope and, you should tune in just to get the latest information from your boy, but just because it costs you nothing. It costs you nothing to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you very much for doing so. So, today, obviously, we're going to, obviously, see what the fuck going on with Trump and everything he doing. Because he got a lot going on. So we're going to tap in with Fox, and then we're going to tap in with the Cartier Family, because they got this video I want to show of just like everything that's going on. Like, you see what's going on with the Democrats and how they trying to like just go against everything that Trump is doing. And Trump is trying to stop the crime and the killing and all of that. And it seems like the Democrats want the crime and everything to keep going. Like, I guess, crime pays, So they want to keep it going. And, yeah, they all trying to go against him. At the end of the video, I want to show a few clips. We're going to talk about a few clips that I ran by. That's just weird. Just weird, but, it's crazy, man, because, like, this shit be so deep, bro. It's so deep. But it's so funny. It's so crazy how much of a hold that the Democrats have on, especially black people, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how much of a hold. Even though I've showed videos of the history of the Democratic Party and how racist they are. It's so funny seeing them talk about how Trump is a racist and how he's trying to rewrite history and all of this stuff. They want to keep bringing you back to slavery. But at the same time, I've showed you the history of the Democratic Party. Like, it's not a secret. It's out there. You could do your own homework and information on it. The Democratic Party is the ones who started the Ku Klux Klan. They're the ones who wanted slavery in the South. The Republicans, are the ones who freed the slaves and who fought a whole war for, basically for blacks to have the freedoms that they have today. Even though blacks have always been free, just not here in America, hundreds of years ago. So, but it's just they want to keep us divided, and the whole thing is to just cause division and chaos in every which way you can think. You know what I mean? That's all it's about. Is long as the people are not coming together on any common causes, then we're good. We don't care if it's about transgenderism, the whole LGBT thing, or if it's about black versus white, Trump versus immigrants versus the Republicans versus the Democrats. It's just long as there is chaos, that's going to cause confusion and have people over here, people over there, people over here, and nobody actually coming together. Because at the end of the day, this shit is bigger. Like I said, I don't fuck with government. The government is the plantation for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, listen, I individually obviously ain't gonna be able to do nothing but, until motherfuckers come together on something, then I'm gonna just speak on what's going on. But this shit is way bigger than Trump, way bigger than everything that motherfuckers be even talking about, to be honest with you. But until niggas really until we really wake up as a people, you know, we just gonna keep talking about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this video.
In just a few weeks, President Trump has done more for D.C. residents than Democrats did in 50 years. And this can be replicated in other crime-ridden cities across the nation. As President Trump has said, all of these elected officials in charge have to do is pick up the phone and ask for the president and the federal government's help.
So you hear it there, the White House touting President Trump's federal takeover of the D.C. police force. That has prompted a huge wave of Democratic criticism. But now the governor of California, Gavin Newsome, may be taking a page out of the president's book. Peter Ducey joining us live at the White House with more on this. Hi, Peter.
But, Bill, they're calling it something different. Governor Newsome thinks that something called a suppression team is superior to a National Guard deployment. He thinks these suppression teams have already had luck in Bakersfield and San Bernardino, so they're going to try to make state police more visible and more involved with local crime prevention on a statewide level.
Crime's an issue, and we want to tackle it, and we continue to do more in that space, and we announced and highlighted some of the expansion. What is not contradictory, respectfully,
Bro.
Is that we're...
First of all, I just want to point out that now all of it, these people don't give a fuck about you. And this right here is a prime example. Gavin Newsome, the governor or whoever of California, his city has been a shithole. And now all of a sudden that Trump is talking about deploying the National Guard and the military if need so to Chicago, New York, California, and all of these other, Democrat states who are, letting crime just be a regular thing. Now he wants to act like he's cracking down on crime. Like, stop, bro. I seen a video the other day where a black guy was talking about, basically how Trump is, they was like, cleaning up the streets, all the tents and all of that stuff. And that's the thing that's the power of media in every aspect. That one video could go viral where everybody look at it like, oh, Trump is, basically he has no compassion for the homeless and veterans and this and that. When he's just trying to clean up the streets, he already said that, these people are going to be put in rehabs to be rehabilitated to get off drugs. Because most of them that are homeless that's on the street, it's because of the drug epidemic. You know what I'm saying? But, he played the video and basically it was the police or whoever was like throwing out a tent, and allegedly it was a person that was inside of the tent. But obviously they ain't throw the person out. But listen, he cleaning up the streets, bro. Motherfuckers gotta get their shit together, man. But it's funny how this dude is trying to act like
we're doing it in partnership with
trying to clean up California.
Our local communities. We did it in partnership with the Biden administration prior. We're not talking about the nationalization, the militarization
this nigga
of
is a
the
fraud, bro.
Guard and militarizing United States cities.
But White House officials think Democratic leaders are doing their constituents a disservice by failing to pick up the phone and ask for a National Guard deployment.
This is our message to Americans in Democrat-run cities nationwide. Decline is a choice. You don't have to live in constant fear of being robbed, raped, or murdered. Your leaders are lying to you, and they have been failing you for decades.
And when you talk to officials around here at the Trump White House, they think that the success with cleaning up D.C. over the last couple of weeks since the beginning of August is one of the second term's biggest successes. Back to you.
Well, Peter, before you go, can you tell us a little bit about what we're learning regarding Kamala Harris and her Secret Service detail?
Yes, a White House official texted me this morning to confirm that her Secret Service detail has been suspended. The Harris people have told us that they don't have any reason to, no reason was given for the suspension. But there are two important points about this. Point number one, vice presidents typically only get 6 months of protection after leaving office, but Joe Biden extended hers. And the other point here, she has got a book tour that starts on September 24th. She and her publishers and her hosts will now be responsible for footing the bill for private security. That is going to be a huge expense. Dana and Bill.
And Peter, we're heading into the holiday weekend here. Is the White House liking what they're seeing when it comes to gas prices?
Yes.
He's
And
sick.
this morning when I was asking some officials about something else, they said,
Bro, they think that you're supposed to just live off the taxpayers' money forever. Like people are, like, because you were a vice president or a president or whatever, like a politician in general, like you're supposed to just live off the government, you know, forever. Like, fuck that bitch.
why
Let
don't
that
you
bitch foot the
let
bill,
people
but-
know that gas prices are the lowest in 4 years? And so we do have a chart right here. It shows
look at that.
lowest Labor Day weekend, I should say, in 4 years. $3.79 a gallon in 2022, $3.77 in 2023, $3.29 in 2024, and $3.15 is the projected for this weekend. And officials think the
crazy.
changes in policy.
It was so crazy that $3.15 a gallon is considered lower. That's wild, right? But I said that though. I said they raised this shit so high that when it actually goes down a little bit, like people gonna think like, oh shit, gas prices is low. That's how you manipulate the market. Is, you make things in a way like these are essential. People need gas. It's an essential. So no matter what the price is, people have to get it. So they done made this shit so high that now at $3.15 this is considered low. But I seen it go down over here at
Policies are
$2.85.
the reason for this decline.
Shit need to go back to 2020.
President Trump campaigned on
Oh,
that, right?
hold on. Who was in office in 2020? About to leave. Oh, that's right. It was Trump.
Want Americans to pay less, and I want them to have more job opportunities. Kind of hard to be opposed to that. But he's actually pursued policies and messaging to deliver just that. Produce more energy in America, you get lower prices, you get more jobs. That's our platform.
And officials here from the president on down still want gas prices to come down lower, below $3 a gallon. They think that can happen once these policies have some more time to take effect. Dana and Bill?
I think we all want them as low as they can get.
Indeed.
Peter
Thank you.
Ducey, live at the White House. Good to see you, Peter.
Hey everyone, I'm
Yeah, so that I know tomorrow I'll probably be talking about this whole tariff situation. I was gonna put it up today, but I said fuck it. Because I wanted to talk about some other shit. But allegedly, like the appellate courts is basically saying that Trump's tariffs are illegal or some shit, something like that. Like, so they trying to, it's all part of the plan. It's like, how can we oppose shit? They don't like the fact that what Trump is doing is working. They don't like the markets are going up. They don't like that he's bringing jobs back to America. They don't like that he's opening up foreign markets and shit like that. Like, what he's doing is working. So they have to do any and everything. That's why they reach out to certain judges. And all of this stuff is just crazy. Like, my whole thing is the tariffs is causing him to make deals that benefit America. Now they want to say that it's his tariff policy is illegal or some shit like that. But we'll go more into that. I'll probably tap in with Stephen Gardner or RJ Talks to give more like details on that shit. But let's get into this Cartier Family video. I fuck with these boys. If y'all not tapped into the Cartier Family, which you probably is because they got a large channel. They got like 1.5 million subscribers. I'm one of them. I fuck with these boys. Let's tap into this video right here. This shit crazy, bro.
Go keep posting that motivational police ass shit, nigga. Get your bitch ass on, nigga. You ain't got shit to worry about. Your bitch ass going to heaven, nigga. Hey, your bitch ass going to heaven, nigga.
These niggas
You cool.
demons,
Your ass ain't did shit at all. Your ass a saint. Lame ass, nigga. Old, lame, goofy ass, nigga.
How y'all coming? Button on you. Come out, check it out, Dad. Oh, man. You come out, this how we hit y'all shit. This how y'all supposed to hit our shit, you know?
Hey, yo.
One of these little old crib. Oh, man, come outside, get your ass dropped. Shoot out the window, get your ass dropped. At it. Back at it. Hey, we ain't on phone them, Preston. We ain't on phone them, Preston. Hey, look, we just gonna terrorize the whole city. We making our way around. We making our way around. Fuck your ring camera too. Fuck your ring camera too. Got big hog, know what we do. We on Preston.
On State near 86th, and you'll see it here. It happens fast, just 8 seconds, but we can see it from several angles. 3 gunmen in a black Dodge Durango get out of the car and then start firing. A 31-year-old man was shot.
Killed that nigga on camera. Put that shit back. We watching this bit like a porn.
Don't hit it.
How you coming?
10 fuck 12, man. Fuck 12.
My dick on my fuck 12. This bitch so dry. One about South for with 12 coming for. Right, why police behind us? Nigga, on my dick on this bitch Jotto.
So how y'all stay away from like all of that extra stuff while y'all in the booth? Like y'all finna go crazy on the rap.
You finna bake this.
Hey, yo, these little niggas is crazy, yo. He bad as hell.
God, I killed that nigga. They ain't believe me. I said that shit like corp. That nigga was dead on the ground. We got us a picture. We took that bitch and poured up.
Hey, yo, these niggas is crazy, bruh. Hey, yo, why these niggas really be out here drilling, killing niggas, and then rapping about it? Like, they really be rapping about, like, details. They be like, yeah, shot him in his head, and he fell on the ground, and I took a picture. Like, what? Yo, these little niggas crazy, bro. Yo. I told you. Remember I told you. When I was locked up, every little nigga that was in there for shootings, bro. These little niggas is crazy, bro. These little niggas is demons, dog. And they know it. They'll tell you, like, nigga, I be on demon time. Like, these little niggas is demons, dog. God damn. This is crazy.
I'm the one that hit that cutting. Shot your cousin in his face. Okay, cool, let's speak them facts. We gon' take it all the way back. Reason niggas mad, they got they K together. Kill the rest, put on the side like PJ scratching. Monte being
God damn. Look at that, look. They went close range. They body. That nigga's gone. They hit that nigga like 50 times. It's over for him. Ah, damn. This shit crazy. So it's hilarious when they say that, you know, basically like Trump is racist, he's going after black people and all of, you know, basically like, bro, this is proof. Like, come on, like, this is proof that this shit out of control, bro. This shit out of control, bro. Like, god damn. Shit. Like, what's going on with these niggas? Like, this shit is crazy, bruh. These niggas be out catching bodies like it's nothing. Look at this shit. Look, they is not playing with niggas. They is hawking niggas down. Yeah,
I've been having love. Look. Yeah. Duck down, bitch, duck down. They shoot like motherfucker, duck down. Police, right? Trump boy,
Niggas get robbed every day, B.
Yeah, on my dig, I'm in the grave. Fuck poke, you gonna get your ass clapped on my dig, I'm in the grave.
I think that's 12.
Nigga, say out right now. Fuck out of here, bro. Alright. Stop playing with me, nigga. Alright, bro. Hey, smack his ass.
Strip right now.
Alright, I got you.
Hey, what's wrong with that? Say fuck rap. Say fuck rap. Say fuck rap. Say wonder where we run this shit. Take them pants off. Take them drawers off. Now run. Take them. Now run.
This nigga said take them drawers off.
We gone, folks.
Trying to see that.
Fuck 30. Fuck Curtis, nigga. Hey, coming. Fuck 30. Hey, coming, bro. My dead cuz. Who the fuck is 30? Fucking Hulk, nigga. Slide, nigga. Hey, what block this ass through?
Catch me a VJ, put niggas under the fro, look wrong. How to hop in the brook, these bitch ass niggas out here really had they room. We put a hop in the grave, they knew it was us when he died, we rolled on the tomb. Niggas ain't still.
Yo, these niggas not even out here with like some pistols. These niggas out here with big shit, bruh. Like big shit. These niggas out here with like assault rifles. Like these niggas is crazy, bruh. God damn.
You think it's okay to murder, rob, assault somebody for no reason? You deserve to be in jail. Like if you want to be a thug, it's only two things you supposed to look forward to: jail or
and
death.
And everyone knows that. Trump trying to stop one. He's really trying to help you.
He's trying to lock him up.
Equals 2. He ain't got to lock him up. He just trying to stop it.
Exactly.
Y'all ain't going to jail and y'all ain't dying. Y'all ain't with me. So guess what? That's why these activists are pissing me off.
They're stupid. They don't care.
Would you also like to get federal funding to help put 5,000 more cops on the street in Chicago? Would that help drive down crime?
Well, look, policing by itself is not the full strategy.
No, I understand that. You've talked about that.
Yo, he asking this nigga a simple question. He asking him a simple question. Look how this nigga died. Look how this nigga dodges the
other things you want, and I said those are good and important programs. But I'm asking also,
no, they're not.
Would 5,000 more police officers on the street in Chicago?
He's talking about programs, bro. Do these little niggas look like the type of niggas that's gonna go tap into a program like they trying to get rehabilitated? Fuck no. These little niggas do not give a fuck about nothing. None of these fake mayors or nothing is talking about. They gonna do what they do. I told you. The only way that any of this shit even gonna slow down to the point where you say, it's only been it is crazy. Just think about it. Where we from, niggas die every day, and it's become normalized. Like hearing, like I'm so immune to it, and niggas that I know is so immune to it that when you hear yo such and such got killed, it's just regular. My man just got shot. He got hit 5 times. He survived. When I heard about it, I'm like, obviously I tapped in with him, made sure he was good, went to go check him out and everything, but it wasn't like one of them things where I'm like, what? It was like, he in that life. You feel me? Like this would come with it, and we normalized it, bro. We have like niggas is so traumatized, dog. It's out of control, bro. And niggas like this mayor right here don't care. They love the crime. Niggas go to jail, beds get filled up, and niggas don't care. These niggas don't care about dying, dog. These niggas do not care. Them niggas know every day they go out there and they be doing what they doing. They know they could die, bro. They know what come with this shit. These niggas do not care, bro. These niggas is in it. They love this shit. They love getting shot at. They love getting shot. Like, that shit is like a badge of honor to these niggas.
Be helpful to go along with all of those social programs that a lot of cities are engaging in and having success with.
Well, look, here's the best way I can put it, Joe, is that in the 90s when I was in high school, we had 3,000 more police officers and we had 900 people being murdered every single year in Chicago. It's just not policing alone. Of course, we want more detectives.
I know it's not policing alone, but I know it's not policing alone. You've told me everything else you want. I'm curious, and this does come down to an ideological difference between people. Do you believe that the streets of Chicago would be safer if there were more uniformed police officers on the streets of Chicago?
No? Yes. I believe the city of Chicago and cities across America would be safer if we actually had, affordable housing. Look.
What the fuck does affordable housing got to do with crime, bro? Yo, like if you put more houses in the neighborhood, that's going to make the crime go down. What? bro, this is the type of shit that is running these Democrat cities. Of course, like, it's just what it is, bro. These niggas is fighting for crime. Like, they love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they love the fact, like, because they don't live there. You think this nigga live in Chicago where them little niggas is running around shooting and shit? No, he doesn't. He lives on the outskirts, somewhere in a nice suburban neighborhood where them little niggas might go and fucking, steal a car from or something, but they ain't out there. You know what I mean? They ain't terrorizing them streets. They ain't terrorizing his neighbors. You know what I mean? So he could sit up here and say, oh, we need affordable housing. We need to... All he's trying to do is advocate for getting some federal funding, because that's all that they care about. They care about getting this federal funding so they can disperse it to where it benefits them in their pockets. That's all it's... Yo, these people become politicians because they understand that it's free cheese, bro. It's free cheese. If we go along with the agenda, if we go along with the propaganda, I get money. I get paid. These niggas make $170,000 a year. I guarantee you, 85% of most politicians, especially niggas like him, Jasmine Crockett, even Kamala before she became vice president, Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, all of these Democrats, especially, even Republicans too, they make way more than their salary. Why? Because they raping us, and on top of that, they getting a little funky check, and then they getting paid from all types of different big companies to make sure that, these regulation processes go through smooth when they putting up these companies or these plants or whatever the case may be. It's always I love capitalism. I love it. Like, this is how America functions. Like, I like it. But they act like they don't like capitalism when they do. You feel me? But they get out here and they front and they propagate all bullshit to manipulate the people, to make them think that they stand for justice and we stand for peace and we stand... Man, shut the fuck up. Meanwhile, Trump is trying to make shit peaceful. He's trying to stop crime. He's trying to put demons in jail. And, like, I don't know, bro. This shit crazy, though.
Okay, but that's not the question I asked. My question is, and I just need a yes or a no, do you believe the streets of Chicago would be safer if you got all of those other extraordinary programs put back into place, which do have a...
So basically he's saying if you got the affordable housing, if you got the programs that you say that the cities need, if you got all the money that you said that you want, would you be fine with putting 5,000 more police on the streets?
History of being successful. If that's complemented by having 5,000 more cops on the streets of Chicago.
He's not going to answer.
I don't believe that we should narrow it down to just police officers, Joe, is what I'm saying. That is an antiquated approach. I'm saying we've invested in detectives.
Yo, and mind you, this nigga Joe right here is a straight Trump hater, all of that. Like, he is like, yo, this is MSNBC. They don't fuck with Trump. They don't report good on Trump. So even he is asking him this simple question and is getting annoyed that this nigga...
Mayor, are you hearing what I'm saying? I'm agreeing with you that all of these other social programs are extraordinarily important. I just need a yes or a no, and then this will be the last time I ask. If you get all of those other social programs that 800 million that New York City does, Los Angeles does, other people do with great success, would an additional 5,000 cops on the streets in Chicago help complement those programs to make Chicago safer?
Yes.
Look, we are working hard to make sure that our police department is fully supported. I don't believe that just simply putting out an arbitrary number around police officers.
This is why McDonald's is closing and leaving everywhere in goddamn Chicago. Drill rap started in Chicago. We almost saw a whole decade of kids rapping and killing each
They
other.
was killing before that.
Hey,
They've been killing there since the 1970s. We all know who's the issue and what's the issue.
I'm just talking about the beginning of drill rap, though.
Yeah, but that didn't help. But they was already killing before that. In 1970, they was killing bad. Remember, we pulled it up before our parents were even born. This is bad when MSNBC is less liberal than the mayor of Chicago. The MSDNC, the most liberal channel there is, worse than CNN, worse than anybody. When Joe Scarborough is less liberal than the mayor of Chicago, we know we have an issue. He said, yes, all these bullshit programs that you want, all that shit, yes, we can have it. But will 5,000 more cops help?
Yes.
Well, we need programs. Well, we need programs. Brother, my brother in Christ, Lord have mercy. I cannot deal with this. I cannot. You have a 6% approval rating. You have a ghetto city. You can't even sit here and say, yes, we'll take all these programs, but more cops will help stop crime. Look at DC. It took the National Guard. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, them programs ain't gonna help.
It ain't gonna help jack
Exactly.
shit.
Look, we are working hard to make sure that our police department is fully supported.
Even what Trump is doing, it's like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. You feel me? Like, it might stop the bleeding, but it ain't gonna stop shit. Eventually, that shit gonna come off. You know what I'm saying? And once Trump and them leave DC and leave Chicago and leave all these places, and it goes back to just having policing, it's gonna go right back to the goofy shit. It's just what it is. Like I said, bro, what it all boils down to for me, my outlook on like just life in general is we got to be able to like grow the fuck up, work together, be able to live in come on, ain't shit gonna be peaches and cream, but at the same time, like, goddamn, like niggas ain't, we ain't got no sense, bro. And it's just all niggas just, you got, that's what I said, bro. This shit is way bigger than like what niggas think, bro. This shit, that's why I tell niggas, yo, if I told you the life you living isn't the life you chose, would you believe me? These little niggas I used to ask this question to, and they used to look at me like, what? Hold on, repeat what you, if I told you the life you're living right now, we're in jail, we in the county jail at the time, I'm cutting his hair. If I told you the life you living, you out there shooting niggas and gang banging and doing all of this, isn't the life you chose, would you believe me? And he like, what you mean? Everybody like, bro, I'm living my life. Like, what you mean? I choose, like, bro, all of these things have been taught to you. Nobody comes out of the womb murderers. None of these little niggas, all them little niggas that you seen, at one point, them little niggas were just little snotty nose niggas running around, chilling. They was good. Everybody comes out, sin, no sins, no nothing, just a clean slate. All of these things that niggas is doing, it's all taught. It's all taught. These little niggas grew up idolizing the niggas in the neighborhood who was doing it, idolizing the music that's reporting it, idolizing now the drill culture. Now it's cool to drill. Now it's cool to, to slide on the ops and all that. So this is all taught behavior. And all it is one generation after another just doing the same shit. Like, even though my dad was a working man and all of that, still, me, the first time I was getting money was what? Hustling, selling drugs, selling weed. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we consider making money. You know what I mean? And we're not even really thinking about, like, niggas not even really thinking about go filling out application and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been around these dudes. I've been around them. I've been locked up with them. I've been in the prisons with them. Motherfuckers really are, brainwashed to the street culture. And it's just what it is. Like, these niggas love this shit. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I used to love this shit. But I got to a point where I'm like, yo, like, it's no, like they said, death, prison. I dodged death for years. even know it was right there. I was knocking on that joint plenty of times. I know my brothers and my mom and everybody at one point was like waiting on that call. You feel what I'm saying? But I went to prison multiple times. So at some point you gotta wake up. Some people do, some people don't. Some people go right back out there and get whacked. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas die every day. This shit is crazy. And like I said, we normalize it. And if I told niggas it ain't the life you chose, because the hood was developed. It was put in place. Like they made the hood. You feel me? It's also a real estate scheme too, because most of these neighborhoods get gentrified. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right, we're gonna lower the property value. You'll be surprised the length that some of these niggas that is in high places go, because they got nothing but time. They got the money. They got nothing but time. They will ruin your community for 20 years just to buy it up. And then kick you out, push you off to another hood, ghetto somewhere, and they start building up. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do, bro. This is what they do. This is how they lower the property value and all of that. But more importantly, they just want to keep niggas down. You know what I'm saying? When niggas came out of slavery, it was all, at one point, it was all, how can we systematically keep niggas enslaved to where they don't even know it, though. All right, we're going to give them welfare. All right, but we're going to tell the women, in order to get the welfare, you have to not have a man in the home. So now your kids is growing up without a father. And then, like, jail just became a regular thing, because now they put drugs in the community. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, bro, at one time in America, even in America, black neighborhoods were together. Nobody was, like, everybody knew each other. You knew who fucking Sally Mae was, and Joe and John and all of them down the street. Everybody knew each other. Nobody was on drugs. Niggas was actually living in harmony and all of that. Then drugs came and all that. That's why I said, like, nigga, you don't know how to cook up. Niggas didn't know how to cook up crack, nigga. That was a formulated situation in a lab somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Niggas ain't create drugs, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, this shit is strategic to keep niggas where they at. And now they have made it to a point where they no longer have to just fucking kidnap you from your home and put you in chains and sell you, and you know what I mean, for free. Niggas is doing it on their own, nigga. You doing it on your own. They literally outsmarted niggas so much that they created a way for niggas to kill each other, so they don't gotta lynch you no more. They don't need to. For what? Y'all doing it for us. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to enslave you no more. You enslaving us, we enslaved ourselves. I did it for years. You know what I'm saying? Then he had you on the side of the highway somewhere with that bright orange on. You cleaning up this highway, nigga, for $5 a day. But you won't go work at fucking Walmart stocking the shelves for fucking $17 an hour, $16 an hour. But niggas will go to jail every day and go slave for that little $20 a month, $30 a month. The minimum you can get downstate is like $30. The max is like $150. $150 a month. Think about that. $150 a month. Niggas out here drilling, doing all of this, sliding on the apps, hustling, selling, killing their community. We doing all of that just to go downstate to get some commissary, a small ass 12-inch TV, you know, being around dicks all day. You know what I'm saying? In the yard, working out there, flexing, big as hell for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no bitches around except the COs. You know what I'm saying? But you doing all of this for $150. Let's just say you $150 a month to work out, to watch your little TV, which is 60 channels, watching Bounce and shit. Ion. Like, come on, bruh. Niggas is giving up just being regular, making decent money, taking care of your kids, being there for your fucking kids, and just being regular. Giving all of that up to go work for $150 a month to work out in the yard or still be in the way. Cause a bunch of in the way niggas it's a lot of niggas in there just smoking K2, burnt out all day. You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, this shit is an illness, man.
I don't believe that just simply putting out an arbitrary number around police officers is the answer. What I'm saying is policing and affordable housing.
No, you're not.
It's policing and mental and behavioral health care services. It's policing and youth employment. It's a full package. Of course, we want to make sure that our police department is fully supported. That's why I've invested in our detectives bureau.
I'm gonna tell you this though, the program thing. The mental health, people don't want to hear niggas they can't relate to. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? Only niggas that got chances of saving niggas that's in jail and shit like that is, for one, a nigga that has a track record of success, right? Coming from the bullshit. Nigga like Wallow, for instance. A nigga like Wallow who did 20 joints, came home, and now that nigga got millions. He got M's. He's a proven track record of what success could be, even coming out of prison doing it 2 decades. So if it's not a nigga like that, or even a nigga like me, who I may have not did 20, but I did 8 years, and you know, I've been through the bullshit. Niggas ain't trying to hear niggas, but I don't got the track record of making millions. You feel me? But you don't got to be making millions. You could just be making money. You know what I mean? Having a successful business or something. People want to hear from niggas like that. Niggas don't want to hear nothing from a nigga who broke, who is white and it can't relate to even, you know, being from the hood or any of that. So that program shit ain't gonna work unless it's actually niggas that niggas can relate to, who can go in there and keep it real with niggas. And say, nigga, I did 20 joints. I did that shit. That shit corny. I'm telling you right now. And breaking shit down. Like Wallow do. Wallow goes to the prison. That's why I fuck with Wallow. Because Wallow is a nigga that really know. And he's a nigga that's really trying to, you know, get niggas to understand, like, yo, bro, we need to change this shit. You know what I mean? And niggas may laugh. And it's crazy because I got to play this joint. I'm going to definitely do that tomorrow. I was supposed to, man, but I took... Anyway, but... Wallow, I fuck with Wallow because Wallow really trying to make change for his people. You know what I'm saying? Because he understands this shit, bro. Sometimes, I'm not saying you have to go through it to understand it, but I'm just saying that's the only way to get through to niggas who is in it. Like a nigga that's in it ain't trying to hear shit from no white bitch or a nigga who ain't been through shit. Talking about, you know, because she got a degree in behavioral health. Like, bitch, I don't care about none of that. But if it's a nigga who, for instance, had, you know, could have went to the league, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's a nigga who got, you know, hooked on drugs and, you know, started going down that path and ruined his basketball or football career because of it. Niggas want to hear them stories. Niggas want to get motivated from that. You know what I'm saying? But and how a nigga bounce back. Like, niggas want to hear that bounce back story. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to hear no motherfucking, no white nigga with a degree telling me how this is the way for me to get my shit together.
Because what we have seen in the city of Chicago, when we solve crime, it acts and serves as a deterrent. It's policing and all of the other efforts that we're doing. Here's the last thing that I'll say to that. The federal government could work stronger to coordinate with my police department to get guns off the streets of Chicago. We've seen these coordination efforts work. Just a couple of weeks ago, the ATF working with my police department, we removed over 150 guns off the streets of Chicago that...
All right, shut the fuck up.
Hold on, show the video of the kids with the switches in the gym again.
Nah, real talk though, man. Shut the fuck up. Sounds stupid as fuck.
Guys, we're just gonna run a bunch of politicians that has now spoke out against what Trump is trying to do.
Want to take a moment to first bring you greetings from Oakland, California.
Great place.
Oakland is in the house.
Y'all lost?
Bro, she is, bro. Oakland is, you know, listen, man. And shout out to niggas who from Oakland, but, bro, I've seen Jones of, and like, it's just like any state. or city or anything, there is always going to be the good parts and it's going to be the bad parts. But they're talking about the bad parts of Oakland, where it's fucked up.
Y'all NFL team.
Now, Oakland is a community that fights for democracy every day. And it's one that I'm honored to represent as I approach my first 100 days as mayor. And I just happen to be Oakland's first black woman mayor.
Black. Oh my God, bro.
I'm tired of hearing that shit.
Where is going, bro? Black people have been on the planet since its inception. Like, we've been here. There has never been a first of anything. Like, you know, now if you made an invention of some shit that nobody has ever seen before, you could be the first of that. But being the first black of anything is stupid as shit, bro. Only in America will a nigga hear that, oh, Obama was the first black president. But don't even know, before George Washington, there was a man named John Hanson, I believe, who was the president of the United States. But they blocked that part of history that niggas don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they started it with, under the Declaration of Independence was George Washington. And then they whitewashed the whole John Hanson story and his, you know, his part of black people been here, bro. Native Americans been here, which is black people, you know, people of color. You know, this is the division part. Even I'm, you know, when we talk about white and black and all of this, listen, bro, you got motherfuckers that got melanin and you got motherfuckers that don't. Like, niggas been here, bro. This bitch she ain't the first black. Shut the fuck up.
Now, y'all know the signs of authoritarianism cannot be ignored. And so I want to just take a minute to thank California Democrats, all right? And I want to thank Texas Democrats for standing strong. I was born in Texas, proud California. Together, we are leading the fight to protect our democracy. Now, Donald Trump, you know, he trashed Oakland. He lied about us. But Oakland is not afraid. We embrace all residents, including our immigrant communities. Our police do not cooperate with ICE.
Great.
We don't.
All right, guys, we all know Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller's great. He communicates basically what the White House is saying. And they have a viral clip, CNN. This lady on CNN said the craziest stuff ever. And this is what Stephen Miller said to make her say what she said, just so we can hear, so y'all can get some context. This is crazy. This is all he said, guys.
Steve Miller, please say a few words.
Thank you, sir. So just to, first of all, follow up on what the Vice President said. No police officer working in the city can remember a time in their lives when there has been no murders. You can work at the police department for 20 years, 30 years, your whole life. We've checked the records. No one can even find a record of being murder-free for as long as we've been murder-free under President Trump's leadership. Additionally, and the President spoke about this before, we've uncovered, in the process of uncovering, a massive scandal in Washington, D.C. with the doctoring of crime stats. And the Department of Justice, under the Attorney General, is leading the effort to uncover this. But when we ultimately share the results, it will stun you. The extent to which, even though D.C. had the worst crime in America, honestly measured, it dramatically understated how bad it was. There's even accusations that murders and homicides were reported as accidents instead of murders. I mean, this is how severe the manipulation of the crime data has been in this city, and it will all be uncovered and it will all be brought to light. You know, I've had a chance to spend some time, as has everyone here, with the police officers in the city. Members of the public are going up to them and thanking them, just overflowing with gratitude, because for the first time in their lives, they can use the parks.
Y'all heard Stephen Miller, great communicator for the White House, guys.
Anytime that we play something from Stephen Miller, it would be journalistic integrity to point out that he is a white supremacist and he is the brainchild behind this policy. That's not my opinion. That's actual facts. And for him to purport lies from the Oval Office as a white supremacist, it should be pointed out. I think the reason why you may feel that way, Arthur, is because you maneuver in society with a certain privilege. The question is, who are these?
Well, hold on, what privilege? When I get on the subway, just tell me the privilege
When I'm dressed like this on the subway, I am a target. That is not a privilege. I'm a target. There's the guy who probably has a wallet and a watch.
Arthur, I want you to be
That's not
open.
privilege.
I want you to have a little bit of intellectual curiosity and be open and let me finish my point. Thank you. I think when you ask the question, who is the militarized law enforcement there to protect and who are they there to protect from? And so often in this country, particularly, that is how law enforcement swole their ranks. There was so much violence against people of color, black people in particular in this country, that they said it's okay to beat a black person, to murder a black person, but you gotta be wearing a badge when you do it.
Who are the victims?
Do you want to listen or do you can't talk and listen at the same time? So let me just tell you. It doesn't sound like it. My point to you is I am telling you on the front lines what is happening, and there are militarized police force.
First of all, she is talking about, once again, they always go back to the 1950s because that's the only way to prove your argument is to go back in time and bring up when, police brutality was real against blacks. That's the only thing they got. And he's saying who is the victims. The victims is other black people. Black people killing black people. Like, that's what it is. She don't want to talk about that. Whenever they talk about these types of subjects, bro, and you bring up the facts. The facts of the matter is, bro, most of the people committing crimes are black people. I used to be one of them, bro. Like, it's just a fact. It's not to say that no white people commit crimes and no Spanish people commit crimes and no other races commit crimes. It's the fact of the matter is when you talk about most homicides that happen, they happen where? In urban communities, in black communities. And who is getting killed? Black people. By who? Other black people. More black people kill black people than white officers are killing black people. It's not to say that that doesn't happen. And that's what they do. They don't want to talk about the real issues that's going on in America. They want to talk about the anomalies. They want to talk about, the 1950s and the 30s and shit like that. They always got to bring up the history of the country. But when you talk about the history, you like I said, I had a whole video on it. Bro, the history is the Democratic Party in the South, that's what they were. Democrats. The KKK, Democrats. The Cartier, they showed the video in the beginning of all the black people on camera. They on camera, mind you, on camera with guns showing their face. These are people that don't give a fuck. If I'm on camera and I'm showing guns, big shit at that, automatically, just the guns alone, niggas can go to jail over having. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't believe that, I believe that everybody has the right to bear arms. That's part of the law. But the way we bear arms is not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. So
going and harassing longtime law-abiding citizens of Washington, D.C. And so when we, who are probably a little more familiar with American history, perhaps than you, look at the military turning the police force on its own people, we remember the examples like Tulsa, when law enforcement...
See what I'm saying? They always got to bring up... That happened in 1930. That happened in 1930, bro. They always got to bring up the past in order to fit their argument now. Trump is not... Yo, bro,
drop bombs on its own community. We know what it is like to have people. We are not so far. We are not so far from that. We are not so. We are actually not so far from that.
Hang on. We need to bring some numbers into this.
Extremists.
That's crazy.
She know that black people are the most people that's committing crimes.
Everyone knows.
So why is she?
Really quickly, Abby, because
He's a white supremacist.
Man.
That's a white supremacist for trying to put people on the street from murdering other people.
Bro, I'm gonna run one more clip. Guys. Of black people crying about the stuff that's been going on.
So why nobody complain about when the babies are getting hit by stray bullets in their neighborhood? When grandmas and mamas don't have nobody else to call, who the hell they gonna call for help?
Hey, speaking of grandmas, a lady got shot on 43rd, 72-year-old woman, straight bullet.
Yeah, bro.
Straight bullet. But guess what? I'm going hard today, guys. After this clip.
And that's the thing. Even like I'm not advocating for this shit. Like this shit weak. Like I'm over the whole street mentality and all that shit is corny, bro. That shit ain't doing nothing, no good. But at one point, at least niggas that was in the street had integrity, had organization. Niggas wasn't out here just shooting and, you know, if a nigga seen a motherfucker that he had problems with and he was with his family, he spared that nigga. Now they ain't sparing niggas, dog. They will kill your kids. These niggas is demons, bro. Real life.
Oh no, right after this clip, I'm gonna go hard, bro. I swear to God, right after this clip, it's on now.
They have allowed their racism to drive them nuts, and we see it every day. I don't even know why they let this man go to a microphone. And by the way, you know, you don't have to be white adjacent as some black people think they are. You could be plain old white like John Bolton.
Listen,
the house will be raided
for the life of me,
if you disagree with this man. We really are moving in crazy oligarchy.
Look at this. The race baiter himself, Roland Martin. This nigga, he's another one. He's another nigga that doesn't do no good. Just another nigga out here preaching hope and stirring up racism, and that's all they do, bro. That's all niggas like him do. Him, Al Sharpton.
CNN, and the next thing you know, your house is raided, your office is raided. You're not even there. Your wife.
All of them on this panel.
You got this historic black woman, Lisa Cook, on the Federal Reserve, and Donald Trump put out. Go to my iPad. Tweet, Cook must resign now. Another black woman who he is attacking.
We don't give a Roland Martin. Bro, listen to me, bro. I'm gonna be real, bro. This ideology, this racist ideology, I'm gonna be real, guys. This shit might all came from black women. This shit, I'm gonna blame all this shit on black women.
One second though, bro. Men are supposed to lead. You see all the black men on there doing this?
You see what black men doing?
See them on there
they
doing
killing
this?
each other.
They see them doing on this?
They killing each other.
Yeah, you right, sister. You right. It's just as much the men as it is the women. They need to tell their ass, shut up, you're stupid.
I don't know, man. It seemed like the black woman might have created this stupid-ass ideology.
It's all stupid.
And it went to
But the white liberals are pushing it actually the most in the colleges. If you go to colleges, it starts with the colleges. That's why Jordan Peterson and a lot of people on the right are attacking the colleges so hard, because the colleges is where it's starting. The white liberal at the colleges are pushing this ideology. They push everything anti-Christian, anti-Western, anti-America. Even though the West in America and all of that is the reason that the world is even a better place.
It's black people that never went to the hood in their life, and they think that. So if you've never been to the hood and you don't know niggas, then you're not gonna know what
But do you think the white liberal professors went to the hood?
No.
Okay.
So they're speaking on something they don't know.
That's my point.
So that's why I'm more mad at niggas, because if you know niggas, then it's your fault.
Okay.
That's true. It's the niggas' fault.
That's true.
It's the black women and these stupid ass pussy
that is
black
also
men
a point.
fault.
I think it's both faults, but I think that when you make it in schools and you're supposed to be a reputable university, Harvard, California, USC, any college in America almost at this point, when they are telling the students, indoctrinating the minds of the youth so that they are raised up thinking that everything Western is bad, everything Christian is bad, then America is bad. That's why Trump says they hate America.
I'm gonna keep it 100. We can't blame the liberals because we're messing up our own community, saying there's no problem going on.
But they want this to happen. They want this to happen.
So that's why
it's all of their faults. It's their faults.
I just don't know, but it's everybody's fault. Yeah,
it's both. Both are right. Yes, it's that. But
yeah,
can you just to be honest? This is gonna sound mean.
The black woman in power. I feel like shit got worse.
I feel like the school, it started with the universities. That's why I really
feel like
once again, just imagine if Kamala Harris was the president right now, bro. Just think anything that has to do like with any of these topics that's going on, it would by now, even by right now, all the shit that Donald Trump has done, right? Just imagine none of it happening. Where we were and where we would be right now. Like, bro, just the thought of it is crazy, bro. Like, but this is what they want. They want us to focus on racism. They want us to focus on, dumb shit. Meanwhile,
it was before the universities, bro.
Either you're pussy, and we know black men, they went red. They going red right now because they're not, the ones that's logical.
Yeah.
If you're in the streets, we're not talking about the streets. Black women, it's going to take them forever. Why? Because they might be the dumbest.
Nah.
They might be the. Oh, we're the most educated.
Hold on. But boom, boom, boom. You just hit it right there. The most educated, the most indoctrinated.
That's bullshit.
It's the colleges.
That's bullshit.
It's the
I
colleges.
don't even believe that stat.
To be honest with you,
it's the college. I believe it because it's the people who go to college. Look, if we look at the last election, the people who went to college voted the most for.
So you're telling me?
Yo, speaking of this whole black woman thing, tomorrow too. I want to show this. I'm gonna actually show this. It was this joint that they be doing like men. I don't want to say versus, but I guess versus women, and they had like these wide range of topics. I want to play it tomorrow because you could tell the differences in the you see it's not even close, bro. The women of the past and the women of today is out of control, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, but we're gonna get into that tomorrow.
It's more black women that gets degrees than white women.
Percentage of.
That degree shit is overrated,
is that true?
bro.
Yes, it is.
Know about that, bro.
The college indoctrination. I'm telling you, people who go to college turn liberal. They got colleges turning people liberal. It's a big problem.
I ain't gonna lie.
And most of the women that are educated, whatever that means, are the most loneliest, are the most unfulfilled people on the planet. Like, they out here fighting for nothing. You know what I'm saying? They fighting to be men. And it's not making them happier. Because the more educated a woman is, the more harder to deal with. Because anything that happens in her relationships is, we didn't work out because he was jealous because I have a degree and he doesn't. Like, niggas care about that. Like, men care about you having a degree. Niggas will go, a woman, like, I'm gonna actually play it because this topic was on dating down. And how basically, you'll never hear a man say that. You'll only hear women say, oh, I dated down. You know, meaning she dated a nigga who didn't have the degree that she has, or she makes more money than the nigga that she's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But you'll never hear a nigga say that because niggas don't move off of that. A nigga be a millionaire and fuck with a chick that is a fucking waitress or works at fucking Rite Aid. He don't care about your money. He don't care about your education. You know what I'm saying? A man mates for, he wants a woman who is loyal, submissive. You know what I'm saying? And even that word triggers women. But I want to start getting into more relationship type content.
I can't even look that stat up, bro. I know off my eyes,
bro,
that shit not right.
And
bro.
everyone knows. I'm telling you,
right,
everyone knows this, bro. It's the colleges, bro.
It's Asians.
That makes a ton of sense, actually.
Well, I mean, brother.
That's common sense.
That is common
sense. The most educated
it's 66.
woman, I'm sorry.
66% of Asians.
Look,
Asian
overall, 66% of Americans
have the associate.
To me, even if that paper don't mean a goddamn thing.
Yeah, it doesn't. College does not make you smart. Clearly.
What has been happening in politics, guys, and seeing the way people think.
People aren't smart.
People just aren't smart.
They're just not.
And I hang around black women all the time.
You need common sense.
I literally can't talk politics with black women. I just won't do it.
But there's a lot of. It's not just them. Bro.
Well,
it's not just them.
Some who?
It's not
very many of them.
I talked to some that has some common sense.
Well, it's about 10% of them.
But it's the same thing with the men, bro. It's damn near the same thing with the men.
It's more like
they said that.
The most women that you'll see that have common sense, they'll talk about how they're loyal, they're submissive to their man, how they don't complain about their woman duties. A woman that has common sense, and I'm not saying this to say, basically, because they'll make it like, you're saying that, a woman who is basically a slave to her man, then she has the right logic. Like, no, a woman just understands that she's a woman. She's not a man, and she's not trying to be one. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not trying to compete with her man. She understands that, men have duties as men, which is to provide, protect. That's the main ones, and men give structure. You know what I'm saying? A woman she, you know, that's why they always say a woman, you know, you give a woman a house, she'll make it a home. You give her some fucking food, she'll make it a meal. Like, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you need men and women. And when they come together, what? You reproduce, you have children. That's why anything else doesn't make sense. Doesn't even make sense at all. You know? So
they vouch for everything. The men are supposed to leave.
It's like
and they will agree with everything they say because they want some at night.
And that's it. That's what I'm saying. You're not a man that's standing on your 10 toes.
Niggas definitely
or
be
tell the truth.
Or
Tell the truth. We need police officers
and for
on
the
the
woman,
streets.
they're not following nobody. They're not following. So they're just dumb.
I'm telling you, bro.
But the men, man, look, man, I don't know. Man.
It's a liberal university. It's the woke mind virus.
Because this is like
the woke mind virus.
Just be real, guys. If no crime has happened in 12 days, it is literally
in DC.
Where's the stat at right
here?
here?
No murders in DC.
Where's it at? In 12 days,
historic run.
Not a homicide has happened.
Click that Grok thing right there.
Now people are saying this looks like Nazi Germany at this point.
Essentially, what the president is doing through the Secretary of Defense is creating units, official military units, to quite frankly watch the American people. And that's the thing that is absolutely abhorrent. It reminds me so much of what happened in Germany in the 1930s.
He hasn't lived around niggas.
None of these people lived around niggas.
They have it.
They don't know about somebody sitting on the corner saying, "Hey, I got that. If you need that."
There's so many. You have. I guess you do have to live around them to understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have to.
Truly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why I'm more mad at the black politicians.
that's exactly what I said. Niggas, these people like Jasmine Crockett talk all of this shit about the black community, but they never lived in the black community, can't relate to the black community, don't know what's going on in the black community because they don't go there, they haven't been there, they wasn't raised there. So they don't know.
Keep black people down because y'all are the true ones keeping black people down because y'all know niggas.
But a lot of these black politicians went to Harvard and were rich.
Yeah, that's true.
They never lived around.
They didn't really, you know.
Brandon Johnson didn't. He was a teacher. He was actually in the hood.
And he has a 6% approval rating, and he lies every day. He couldn't even admit that the police would stop crime. They don't have common sense.
This is, I guess, guys, stopping crime is Nazi Germany.
Think about what Donald Trump is trying to do here. He is trying to establish police control over major cities. And he started with L.A., but then he started on Washington. This is what the Nazis did in 1933. One of the first things they did in the spring of 1933 was to take over the state governments and the policing functions of the state governments like Bavaria, Prussia, and so on and so forth. And
they live in a bubble, January, bro.
They literally, like I said, I showed y'all videos of where they all report the same shit, and that's all they're gonna do. I guarantee you. That was CNN who said the Germany shit. Now they're saying it. If you go to fucking ABC, NBC, they're gonna say it. Like, this is what they do.
2021. Donald Trump had the kind of control of policing in the District of Columbia that he seeks to have in this city and others. How do you think that would have went?
It would not have. He would have
called in the National Guard.
For folks at home, if you remember, people.
Listen to me, guys. This is the perfect example right here of the people that I'm talking about.
I can't do this anymore. This is
top of the kneecap head, fucking Band-Aid, smooth head, bitch. Look at this bitch. Look at her body. Like, oh my God, that bitch built like a fucking pack of Marlboro. Fucking bitch. I hate
put in my whole entire day.
A pussy right here and a fat ass black bitch.
Yeah, they don't understand,
I'm
bro.
sorry,
Hey,
bro.
yo.
Like, to be honest with you, you could go on social media.
Real shit, bro.
Not even if you don't even live around it.
Bro,
our social
you
media
gotta
is
think about
completely
this, though,
different.
bro. They're not seeing the shit that we see. They're not
show them
seeing
little
the shit.
Look at that.
They're not seeing none of this
no
shit.
seatbelts.
They're
No
not
car
seeing
seats.
none of this stuff
Look
that
at that
we're
shit,
seeing, bro. So
Just
we know
straight.
what's the problem.
Like, look, that's the future generation of the next kids that's gonna, you know, this the next baby mamas. This is the next generation of ratchetness, and this is what we normalize, bro. And listen, bro, I love my city, I love my people, but at some point, like everybody that I know that has common sense moved out the hood. They somewhere fucking either out of state and they're not involved with any of this shit. And they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all.
No, yeah. When you've seen it in person and experienced it in person, it just like, you could never ever tell me.
But let's end this on a good note. With somebody that knows what they're talking about.
Where's Byron? Crazy. Can we get Byron Donalds, Wesley Hunt? Can we get somebody?
Yeah, bro.
Bro,
they need police out there.
He basically, in this clip, said, jailing criminals is racist, guys.
Nah, you gotta lock them niggas up.
That's basically what he said.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, if you do a heinous crime, you deserve to be locked up.
El Salvador. We are the softest country on crime.
I'm sorry, bro. You decide you think it's okay to murder, rob, assault somebody for no reason, you deserve.
I told you the only way that you cure this is to cause. Now, from what I've seen, Donald Trump said that if you commit a murder in a capital, you will get capital punishment. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you could get charged with the death penalty for killing somebody in the capital of D.C. Now, it's controversial for sure, but I guarantee you, niggas, it will be minimal niggas getting killed in D.C. I guarantee you that much, because the repercussions is so high. That's the only way to deal with any of this, is make the laws so crazy. And I'm not talking about for fucking traffic tickets and just, regular misdemeanor shit, just regular everyday shit that nigga might get pulled over for speeding or something. No, I'm talking about homicides. Home invasions, robbery. If you make these like this shit where a nigga can get life without the chance of parole type shit, it won't happen. It won't happen, bro. Niggas would be like, hell no, nigga. Niggas would get them guns up quick. Real quick.
Be in jail. Like, if you want to be a thug, it's only two things you're supposed to look forward to: jail or death.
And everyone knows that.
Trump trying to stop one. He really trying to help these niggas.
One plus one equals two.
He ain't got to lock him up. He just trying to stop it.
Exactly.
Y'all ain't on the jail and y'all ain't dying. A with me. So guess what? That's why these activists are pissing me off.
They're stupid. They don't care.
Well, I'm glad they're cracking down on crime. That's all I can say.
I feel a lot safer, so I'm actually really happy.
I feel like the nation's finally becoming safe again.
Wow.
With this, so it's nice that he has our backs and he's protecting us.
Occasionally we would have
logical people.
People come in and guys trying to come in and grab things off the shelf and run. That I'm not afraid of anymore.
Positive effect of it is decreasing crime. I do feel safer walking the streets when they're around.
Well,
yeah, but
we gotta wipe every.
They say that They say that we're sellouts and that we just say these things and don't believe them, y'all. If we really said what we can't even go as hard as we go off camera because they will cancel us.
Scott, we had a Democratic congresswoman on in the last hour who said something similar in that this is all about distraction because there are these unpopular legislation and other things. What do you say to that?
Well, he's more popular at this point in his second term than Barack Obama was in his, and he's more popular today than Joe Biden was in his. And so I disagree. I don't think Donald Trump's all that unpopular by historical standards, recent historical standards. And at the same time, I don't agree that his agenda is unpopular. I think the big, beautiful bill is going to help people all over the country, and it invested in ICE agents so that we can continue to crack down on the immigration problem. I think Democrats here are squealing because a Republican president is showing up in blue cities, places that have been run for decades by Democrats that are overrun with violent crime and overrun with illegal immigration, and they've done nothing about it. And even worse, they have encouraged it with soft on crime local policies. And so the real issue here is political. It's just that Democrats are being exposed as being crappy at running big cities, and Donald Trump is showing up to show the people there, hey, it doesn't have to be this way. And oh, by the way, if we bring down the rates of violence and the rates of illegal immigration, that'll be a great thing to go along with it.
Oh, that sounds like what? That sounds like common sense. These motherfuckers is crazy, man. Shout out to the Cartier family, man. If y'all not tapped in with them, make sure y'all tap in and subscribe to their channel. Excuse me. Yeah, man. Listen, bro. Facts of the matter is, bro, Nobody wants to, you know, like when you actually like, and it's not about like people be like, oh, you selling out your people and this and that. Selling out what? Selling out what? Selling out your people is lying to them. That's selling out your people. Selling out your people is allowing them to kill each other on a regular basis. Selling out your people is, you know, allowing mothers and grandmothers and aunties and uncles to bury their kids every single day. Like every day, bro. Every day. You know, you scroll on TikTok and all of this shit and you see funerals. Motherfuckers dead, gone. Like, failing the people is the problem, bro. And these Democrats don't give a shit. You know, and it's hilarious to me when I see people standing up for the Democrats. When I clearly showed you in previous, go look at the videos of me exposing the Democrats. And because that's the thing, like, this is how delusional people are. And even when you show them the facts, right? You can show them the facts and they still will be like, man, nah, bro, like, they switched the parties up because the Democrats, right? They used to be the Republicans and then they changed to the Democrats. Like, when the Republicans freed the slaves and then like they was like fighting a war to like end slavery in the South, right? Like then it switched like right after that. And like the Republican Party became the Democratic Party. And the Democratic Party like back then became the Republican Party today. Like, cause see, that's the like shit they don't tell you like in the books and stuff. Like, shut the fuck up. Listen, bro. The Democratic Party has been the Democratic Party. They have been the party for welfare, slavery, all the negative shit that's going on in the black communities. They have been the ones at the forefront for it. You feel me? The Republicans were the ones, people actually lost, it's Republicans who actually lost their lives fighting for. So when they talk about reparations and how black people need to be need to be compensated for, you know, all the free labor for all, you got to go all the way back to Africa to get that. But let's get on to this short video with Sean Hannity from Fox.
Law and order, safety, security, as I said last night, it is a prerequisite for any American to pursue.
Hold on. Because I think actually, you know what? Never mind. We're going to move past this because I forgot that I played this. That's my bad. Anyway, so that's the end of that. But let's go to these. I want to play these clips. Hold on, let me go knock this down. I want to play a couple clips because this shit is bigger, man, and people need to like wake the fuck up. For real. You know, this is the guy, this is the man who everybody, you know, everybody loves Obama.
And at this phase of my life, I'm in therapy right now because I'm transitioning.
What did you say? I walk with my husband, Michael, and hold hands.
Broski. Hold on. See, this is the thing, right? People, right? See, the truth will always come to light. You feel me? And when this nigga really is Michael, and off camera and behind the scenes and at home, this is what he calls him, Michelle, allegedly, you know, then it's not unusual for him to slip up and say shit like this. But look at this shit. This shit is crazy.
It's like a whole new world for me. Husband Michael and
Michael and I also want to acknowledge Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's deployed today. All of you. Michael and I Michael and I.
Or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Look how
You know, my
nonchalant she
kids
was.
asked me, they said, you've got to ask the president, does anything...
Joe, yo, you see how nonchalant she was? Like, we all know this. Like, this is not new. Like, what?
Scary.
You know, well, when Michelle's mad, I get worried.
I wanted to talk, Marlon, a bit about, just so proud of how
this is crazy
you
right here,
are
though.
being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a black man.
Bruh. Just think about that. If you're a woman, right? You would never say that. I mean, I guess you can never say never, but what's the odds of you saying that? What's the odds of you saying that, bruh? That's crazy.
Would you care to share? And at this phase of my life, I'm in.
Bro, Michelle Obama might be Michael. Yo, not Michael. That's crazy. I also wanted to show this. Look at these clips on vaccinations, bro.
The Amish are a perfect example of a large group of people who are largely unvaccinated, and there's no we can't find an autistic kid who was unvaccinated. It's very, very rare in the Amish community. Very, very rare. You won't find kids with ADD, with autoimmune disease, with panda pans, with epilepsy. You just don't find any of these chronic diseases in the Amish. And the U.S. government has been studying the Amish for decades, but there's never been a report out to the public. The reason, of course, is it would show that, if you don't follow our guidelines, you're going to end up healthier. That's why there's no report after decades of studying the Amish. There's no report because the report would be devastating. So the narrative, it would show that the CDC has been harming the public for decades and saying nothing and burying all the data.
So, yo, we gotta be safe out here, people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta, bro, they don't give a fuck about us, bro. They do not give a fuck about us, bro. They literally are making us sick. They are literally trying to cause your children to have autism, have ADD, ADHD, all of these different things that, you have to deal with as a parent, bro. Don't do it. Look at this.
We were definitely looking at every single patient born in my practice. There was no cherry picking. There was no, we're going to exclude you for this or that. Every baby born.
Listen, this is a doctor. This is a doctor.
Was looked at, and we looked at every single office visit. We stratified them according to the number of vaccines they had.
Okay.
So basically we had over 500 who had 0 vaccines, and then we had another 3,700 and some who had some vaccines. And what we found, Del, was actually even mind-boggling for myself. And what I was clearly seeing was these kids don't get sick. They don't get chronic conditions. Well, the data spoke for itself, and you're showing your viewers the graphs. Those orange lines are over time, over that 10.5 years, the more vaccines you had, the worse you were, for whether we looked at infections, ADD, ADHD, neurodevelopmental issues, eczema, allergies. It doesn't matter what we looked at, even just plain old anemia skyrockets in the vaccinated when compared to the blue line, the unvaccinated.
Wow.
This data is so powerful. We were definitely looking at...
Bro, guard your children, dog. Guard your children, bro. I'm going to play this last joint with, this is more recent.
Associated with major universities undertook the national collaborative perinatal project tracking 30,000 children from birth to age 8. This was no half.
Now, mind you, this nigga RFK has been crucified for being a vaccine denier, and saying that, you know, vaccines cause autism and all of these things. Even Trump has came out and said, you know, it was non-existent back in the 40s and 50s. He might even said the 60s, and then he's like, now it's like 1 in 100 kids have autism now. Bro, this is scary times that we're living in, bro. Like, I know that these people, like, are, this shit is, like I said, bro, this shit is bigger than us, bro. And I don't even trust these people, bro. I gotta go on. Let me play this clip.
Big survey-based analysis. The study conducted 9 separate screenings covering neurology, psychology, speech, language, hearing, and visual function. Every developmental quirk, anomaly, and disorder was logged with painstaking detail. Autism, a condition characterized by profound impairments in social communication and behavior, would have stood out like a neon sign. There were 14 cases. That's 4.7 per 10,000. So we know what the historic numbers are, and we know what the numbers are today. And it's time for everybody to stop attributing this to this ideology of epidemic denial. In 2009, the California state legislature charged the Mind Institute at UC Davis because this myth was already becoming pervasive, the myth of epidemic denial was already becoming pervasive in the mainstream media. The California legislature directed the Mind Institute at UC Davis to answer the question. And Irva Hertz-Pichotto is a highly esteemed, revered scientist, neurology, and epidemiologist, came back with a definitive answer: the epidemic is real.
The epidemic is real, people. These people are causing your kids to have ADHD, autism, and all types of shit, bro. I went to the doctors not too long ago. My fiance is pregnant with our second child, and so I'm not with the vaccine shit. And I'm not going to get too far in my personal shit, but when we went to the doctors not too long ago, they was trying to give my girl a vaccine shot. And this is why it's so important for you to have, listen, women, keep your man. Stop looking at niggas as just a baby daddy. Stay with the nigga that you with. You know, whatever you got to do, you know, keep your home a home, bro. So important, bro. You need a man, because it's not a diss towards women, bro, but women are agreeable. They believe pretty. If a person has a title, they believe, you know. So because a motherfucker is a pediatrician, a doctor, or whatever, they think that they have their best interests, not knowing that there's money behind a lot of this shit. The average person doesn't even know that these pediatricians get incentivized to give your kids vaccines. So if depending on how many vaccines your kids get is depending on what their little bonus is going to be. And everybody is out here chasing money, trying to live the American dream. Of course, they're going to try to get your, and mind you, I'm not saying that every one of them is, because there's things that they are probably not privy to. There's probably information about these vaccines that they're not privy to. They're just giving you what they have been learning about the vaccines, which is good shit about it. And that's what they're giving you. So in their minds, they're not giving you bad information about it. But bro, this is all over the place, bro. The facts of the matter is that these vaccines are not safe, especially when your kids are literally months old, bro. months old. I'm not gonna sit there and say that every single vaccine doesn't have its benefits. But what I'm telling you is that God made us the way we are. Our bodies heal itself. He didn't. God didn't say, oh, he made vaccines. No, man made vaccines. You gotta take everything with a grain of salt. When I went to the doctors to get back on track, when a lady was trying to give my fiance a vaccine shot, my son's not even born yet, and already trying to vaccinate my family. This shit is crazy. I asked the lady, I said, what is it? And this lady, no bullshit, was in there like, um, uh, this is a person who was trying to stick fucking chemicals in my fiance who was having my child. She's pregnant. Can't even tell me what this vaccine is, what it does, what's the benefit. They don't know. They don't care. All they know is that they get paid every single time you get vaccines. I've been to this is why I tell you, these women, you need your man, bro. You need your man. When I had my first son with my fiance, when we was at the hospital, all the decisions I made, what was going to happen, what was not going to happen. And they did not like that. They did not like that my fiance had a man who was there every day, making sure shit was going the way it was supposed to go. We wasn't letting y'all take my son off to another room and do whatever y'all want to him. No, he gonna be right here. He ain't going nowhere. No, we don't need you to look after him while my fiance sleeps. We don't need none of that. You feel me? This shit is criminal, bro. What these people are doing, bro. But they used to be like, whenever I used to say, nah, we not doing that. We good. Well, Mom, what do you think? Mom, it doesn't matter what she think. I said what I said. And they don't like that. This is the reason why they want the man out of the home. Because if you take the man out of the home, you take the structure out of the home. I'm not saying that there ain't women who have great structure. There is. Women have great organization skills, and just like men do and all of that. But what I am saying is that women are more agreeable than men. A man just won't accept anything. You feel me? They just won't. If a nigga feel like, nah, he ain't going for it. And this is the reason why they want men out the home, bro. This shit is deep, bro. I just wanted to show them a little couple clips. It's just, you run by this shit and you be like, damn, I never even, like even with the Obama thing, you look at them clips like, damn, I don't even remember this. But people, that's why I said, bro, technology, media, all of this shit that's going on is going to be the demise of anybody who's doing bullshit, lying, because it's so much footage out there of people and everything. And when you're trying to keep up a lie, people know, bro, it's only so long you could keep a lie going because, it's hard to. It's hard to, come on, just imagine how hard that was for Obama to keep that up. Allegedly, right? Because I'm not going to sit there and say it's concrete facts, but I mean, come on. Numerous times he done called Michelle Michael, bro. That's wild, bro. And then she even got caught slipping. Like she even said, like talking about the transgender shit, as a man. Myself, what? Word? Yo, bro, they be deceiving, bro. Yo, they got some deep shit out here, bro. It's people out here, bro, that be dropping some crazy videos, bro, that you be like, whoa, bro, this shit is crazy. And it's crazy, bro. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, bro. But yo, protect your family, bro, at all costs, bro. I don't recommend, listen, bro, people gonna do what they want. People gonna do what they want to do. You grown. You make decisions for you and your family the best way you know how. But what I'm telling you is, and even my peoples even said that, he just had a baby and, that his girl, she black and she was doing, like, basically, like, it was nothing that he pretty much can do about it, like, because, I'm not saying that she's running their relationship, just saying that, dealing with these black women and these independent attitudes that they have, then you deal with, you not making the best decision for your family and be out of love and because you want to hold on to your relationship and you know, you deal with bullshit like that. Like, you know, like, nah, I don't think it's good. And cause we gonna come. If I'm telling my wife, yo, we not getting our kids vaccinated, I'm giving her information on why I feel this way. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've done my research, I've done, you know, my homework on these type of things, and I'm giving her reasons why. Not to scare her, not to put fear in, you know, her or doubt, just letting her know like what we shouldn't take the chance. Cause it's not the same, bro. My mom gave me a record of, cause we all have been vaccinated, bro. But we've seen, I'm born in 89. I had got like 2 vaccination shots. Now they're trying to give your kids 12 vaccinations before they're 1 year old, bro. Even the vitamin K, K shot is a cover up. You hear the word vitamin and you think that it's a good thing for your kids. You feel me? I think it's vitamin K I think it's a vitamin K shot. Even that came out that isn't good for your kids either. Bro, what's the best way? One of the best ways to get to the population is, you know, I would think water, because everybody uses water in their homes. So I would think that would be one of the best ways to go after people and cause sicknesses and things like that. And also, doctors, you think a doctor is trying to heal you. A doctor is trying to, you know, keep you safe and trying to protect you from diseases and this and that. But if these doctors are under control and under order, they have a job too, and they don't want to lose their jobs. So they're out here doing what their higher ups is telling them to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's sick, bro. And you have doctors out here speaking on it, bro. You know, so if I have a doctor who is telling me these things and they have done the research, like people clown RFK like, oh, he's a vax denier and this and that and this, but my whole thing is, why are they going so hard for your kids to get vaccinated? Why are they trying to make it mandatory in order for your kids to go to school for you to be vaccinated? These things should be choices that families have to make, should be able to make for their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to? So when you see shit becoming mandatory and shit like that, you gotta say, even with the EV mandate, people be like, climate control, the climate is messed up, the earth is dying, and you know, that's the reason why we should go to electrical vehicles. But mind you, electrical vehicles can be controlled. They can be controlled. You got to drive it yourself. Oh shit, look, I'm on a highway, I'm driving my shit by myself. Until you're not driving yourself, nigga. You feel me? Until your doors don't open and you locked in that bitch and that shit going off a cliff. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it was a video of a nigga who lost control of his EV. He lost control of it. Wasn't controlling it. Shit was just riding on. This nigga was probably scared for his fucking life. And that shit ended up luckily crashing and they survived. And the people that the other car that hit him, that he hit, survived. And it was, they made it out of it. But bro, come on, bro. It's all part of control, bro. Everything is about control. So I might even be talking too much, to be honest, but I don't even give a fuck. But yeah, man, protect your family, bro. And be safe out here, bro, because this shit is wicked. And you know, this shit is deep, bro. But yeah, man, I hope y'all fuck with the video today, man. It's your boy SL550, and this is the N.G.L.A. Live YouTube channel, man. Make sure y'all tap in with me tomorrow, man. We're gonna have some more exciting videos. Shout out to the Cartier family once again. Them niggas is dope, man. Go tap in with them, and I'll be back tomorrow, man. It's your boy SL550. I'm out.
Millionaire thoughts, billionaire dreams. I know niggas who played ball and gave it up for lean.
Millionaire thoughts, billionaire dreams, but my account in overdraft, I'm about to scream.
Rich man greed,
a poor man prayers.
Every man bleeds,
but look how God made us.
Too many losses, it's only right that we win. Yeah, I made a promise I'm never gonna lose again.